I'll ask you about firstly, what's your name? Where are you guys from? Yeah, just a bit of background about you guys.
Yeah, so um, I'm Dr. Deepak, and she's my wife, Dr. Amma, and we belong to Gurgaon. We've been staying here for quite a few years now, and we stay in the neighborhood. We stay in the same sector where Pratisha Hospital is, and around 1.5 kilometers from here.
What kind of a doctor are you?
I'm a let's say I'm a physician. I'm a you can say I'm a resident in
Okay.
at Fortis Hospital, Gurgaon.
Okay.
I just say I'm a resident doctor. And,
Um, what kind of how did you hear about the hospital? Yeah, what was your first interaction with us? How did you get to hear about it actually?
so we were planning our pregnancy and specifically where we are going to have a baby. And so I went through a few places and I compared them. Uh, and then I was not very satisfied. Some places the charges were too high, some places the services were not looking that satisfactory. So I'd heard I heard about, in fact I just saw it for the first time in a newspaper that there's a hospital which caters to only women and children, and that it looked like something that suits my needs for my wife, and it's in my neighborhood, so that gives me an added benefit. So I just came down here to check how the hospital is, and I was really impressed, and that's how I came to know about the hospital and its service.
Shashank had earlier mentioned to me that you had attended one of our classes, I think.
Yes.
Could you just very quickly tell us about what was your experience? Do you think it was good, bad, whatever?
Well, yes, we attended a few classes, and they were very helpful, and it helped my wife prepare for what was coming. Uh, of course, it gives nerves to probably every expecting mother, and any kind of counseling during that time is very helpful. I wish we had this kind of counseling classes earlier in our pregnancy, and that might have probably helped us more. But all the more, whatever we learned from there helped us to the rest of the pregnancy.
What stage of the pregnancy? Because you just mentioned you came in quite late, I think. What stage of the pregnancy did you get to know about us or get to the
Yes.
hospital?
So during the end of the second trimester, beginning of third trimester, we got a sugar check, and unfortunately, it was high. So she was diagnosed with gestational diabetes mellitus, and we got very distraught, and we were very confused too as to what should we do at that time. Thankfully, we met Dr. Ragini here, and uh, she guided us and gave us the right advice, and uh, she allayed all our anxiety regarding the child and the pregnancy, and her, and all the more she told us we learned from her how to take care of our blood sugars at that time. It was very helpful.
Um, as of now, is everything under control? Like, it's just during the pregnancy?
Yes.
Great. So yeah, I guess your delivery happened, I think, okay, a day or two back,
Yeah.
right? 10th. Yeah. So how was that process? How did you find, when you were being transported from your room to the OT? How was the experience in the OT, maybe for you? Coming back from the OT, so on and so forth. Like, how did you feel the entire process? Was it streamlined enough? Do you think there's some gaps there? Whatever your feedback is, honestly.
Yes. Uh, it was almost very streamlined. Uh, One thing which I feel could have been done was breastfeeding early breastfeeding for the baby. She might not be making any milk at that time, but if she would had, the baby would have had the first feed just come after coming out. He was transferred to another unit and where he received a top feed. I would have preferred him to receive the first feed, although he gave it after that, but first feed was something that would have been done right there, just after the cesarean.
And how was the
C-section.
C-sec for you? Just a
Sir,
tiny.
in OT, all staff was very cooperative, and they all tried to make me comfortable according to the environment. And the surgery was absolutely painless. And
How are you feeling now? Are you?
I'm feeling very comfortable with this hospital. And
Well, as of now, you're walking fine, you're eating fine, everything is fine for you.
Means, main point was the cesarean hand or painless hand. That's what we are actually trying to do. Cesarean जितना हो painless हो. अगर वो achieve कर पाते हैं to a certain level, that's how.
Yeah, I think any final points you want to say? I
I
think
mean, if
we've
you want
covered
to
it.
cut that point out, and I said about breastfeeding or
No, I think
don't
so.
do it, then
So genuine feedback are different.
Genuine feedback we want just for the process as well, because I think I'll pause it here.